in the schedule of our constitution. So you say after me. You choose to affirm. You choose to affirm.
I choose to affirm.
You choose to affirm. So you say after me. Or you want to?
I, Ambassador Umar Ilya Damagum, do solemnly swear and affirm that I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to the People's Democratic Party. I shall discharge my duties to the best of my ability faithfully and in accordance with the Constitution of the party, and always in the interest of the integrity, solidarity, advancement, well-being, and prosperity of the party and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I shall strive to pursue, enhance, and achieve the aims and objectives of the party as contained in its constitution and manifesto. That I shall not allow my personal interest to influence my official decisions. That in all circumstances I shall do right to all the members of the party and to all manner of people, according to law without fear or favor, affection or ill will. That I shall not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought to my attention or who shall become known to me as an officer of the party, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties, and that I shall devote myself to the service and well-being of the people of Nigeria. So help me God.
Thank you very much.
Our gathering here today is of great importance. We'll generally be furthering plans for our forthcoming National Convention and also deliberating on other pressing issues on the agenda, which is going to be before you soon. Since our last meeting, our party has continued to show resilience and focus, even in the face of daunting national challenges. Nigerians are looking up to the PDP not only as the strongest opposition party, but as the only credible alternative capable of restoring hope, equity, and justice to the Nigerian people. The confidence reposed in us is a reminder of the weight of responsibility we carry as a party. From one convention to the next, the PDP has consistently shown the internal democracy, inclusivity, and respect for collective decision-making, which is our guiding principle. This NEC therefore stands at a defining moment as we prepare for the next National Convention, where the leadership that will steer our party into the 2027 election will emerge. Please be assured that I, and I believe every member of the current NWC, remain deeply grateful for the opportunity to serve this party faithfully these first years as we approach our 4th anniversary. Distinguished leaders, one of the constant conversations shaping our nation today is the question of women's empowerment, which I know a lot of them here are expecting us to talk about that. Only recently, the leadership of the National Assembly, together with the Ministry of Women Affairs, led by the Minister of Women Affairs, paid an advocacy visit to the National Working Committee on the reserved seats for women bill, while assuring them of our full support. Want to remind them, and indeed the entire nation, that no party has empowered women more than the PDP. It is undeniable that women have always been the backbone of this party, mobilizing, canvassing, and defending the vote when it matters most. As we approach our national convention, where the next National Working Committee will be elected, we must take deliberate steps to ensure that women are not just seen and heard, but are fully represented at the decision-making table. As a party, we shouldn't only claim to be the true voice of Nigeria while half of our population remains underrepresented in our party's leadership. We should please take this into consideration. We must also not ignore the challenges we face. The recent by-election revealed a familiar pattern of intimidation, harassment, and attempts to subvert the will of the people from the ruling party. Yet, despite this, the PDP prevailed, flipping a constituency previously held by the ruling party. This victory is not just symbolic, it is proof of our resilience and a foresight of what will happen in 2027, when we shall also flip the presidency back to the PDP. Therefore, I urge all to be inspired by the spirit of our founding fathers. We must protect our previous hard-fought democracy, challenging all anti-people policies and by resisting any form of intimidation from the APC, because we shouldn't expect them to play fair. As the saying goes, the price for liberty is eternal vigilance. Leaders, ladies and gentlemen, as we deliberate all matters on the agenda today, let us remember the PDP is bigger than individuals. It's also bigger than factions. It is bigger than any challenge. This 102nd NEC meeting must therefore mark a decisive step in our journey to rescue Nigeria and to restore hope to our people, not that hope that has become hopeless. I hereby declare the 102 NEC meeting open. Thank you.
PDP. Chairman BOT, who was with us at caucus, could not be here in person due to some reasons. He had a prepared speech which he has asked me to deliver as Secretary of the BOT, and this is his speech. Your Excellencies, distinguished leaders, esteemed members of the National Executive Council Committee, fellow party elders, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and deep sense of responsibility that I address the historic 102nd meeting of the National Executive Committee. I congratulate the leadership of our party for convening this gathering at such critical juncture in our nation's history. The People's Democratic Party remains the greatest political institution in Nigeria, built on the foundations of unity, inclusiveness, and service to the people. At this time, when Nigerians face untold hardship, economic pain, and insecurity, the hope of our nation rests heavily on our ability to rise above division and to act with courage and clarity. Colleagues, there are three pillars that must guide us as we prepare for the task ahead. Number one, unity and progress of the PDP. No political family can survive without unity. For us, unity is not an option but a necessity. It is the glue that holds us together, the fuel that drives our progress, and the assurance of victory in 2027. Our diversity must remain our strength, never our weaknesses. Let us close ranks and forge ahead as one indivisible family. As leaders, we must demonstrate sacrifice, not in words, but in action. The times demand that we put aside ego and ambition for the greater good of our party and our country. The Nigerian people are yearning for relief. They are looking to the PDP to restore their dignity and provide solutions. Our sacrifices today will be the seeds of victory tomorrow. Reconciliation and inclusion. We cannot ignore the reality that some of our members, due to one circumstance or another, have walked away in self-imposed exile. As elders, it is our duty to create room for reconciliation. Where necessary, we must relax some party rules to welcome genuine members into the fold, back into the fold. This is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of political maturity and wisdom. A party that forgives, heals, and accommodates will always emerge stronger. In line with this, our preparations are already in advanced stages for the forthcoming National Convention in Ibadan, where we will elect new national officers for our great party. This convention is not just an administrative exercise, but a defining moment in itself. It is a chance to reaffirm our values, strengthen our structures, and project the PDP as the only credible alternative to rescue Nigeria in 2027. Distinguished ladies, the 2027 elections will not be won by rhetoric alone. They will be won by a united front, a spirit of sacrifice, a broad platform of inclusion. The NEC carries the sacred duty of steering this party toward that goal. As we deliberate today, let us be guided not by what divides us, but by what unites us. Let us remember that history will not forgive us if we fail to seize this moment. And let us resolve to leave this meeting with one voice, one purpose, and one determination. That is to return PDP to power and to restore hope for the Nigerian people. Long live the PDP, long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
PDP. Taraba, Enugu, and Plateau. Taraba had to leave just now because of a very pressing appointment in Lagos. That of Enugu is hosting the MBA, about 20 to 30,000 guests, and he took permission. And of course, that of Tinubu is on the federal government delegation to Brazil. Plateau, sorry. So their absence here is not a show that they have defected or they are defecting. We are all behind you as governors, working with the National Working Committee, the BOT, and other organs of the party. We had a meeting in Zamfara where we invited all the organs, discussed very well on the challenges of the party, the issue challenges on democracy and democratic practices, and also deepened peer review mechanism where we learn from each other so that we can provide dividend of democracy away from the shenanigans of rhetorics and polemics that is pervading the political space. We are doing very well, very hard to ensure that we make our party the darling of Nigerians, where we have shown reticence, capacity, and of course unity between us. We are really eschewing all temptations and also navigating some of the challenges that most of you are aware. The challenges even within the National Working Committee, so that we can cautiously and cleverly navigate to convention. All the remaining issues of the various congresses have been resolved by the working committee with the help of the governors and other elders. Today, I would say all the communications to ANEC have been signed by our National Working Committee, and that we don't have any disparaging issue. So we are navigating, and we are working very well. And of course, we will do our best to ensure that this party remains united. We must thank our founding fathers. They have been doing very well, exercising restraint and even accommodating our excesses, even our party elders. At the state level, especially our chairman. But I must say and warn that we have had some remote information that some of our party leaders at the state level may be penetrated by security agencies so that they can cause disaffection. So please, we must remain united. This is the party to be. And we know you have always provided the fortress for us, and that's where to go. We thank you. We'll do our best to make sure that as governors, we give whatever support that we can do. The zoning committee has met under the governor of Bayelsa, and the report will be tabled to do today by the chairman himself. And of course, the convention committee is there. So we are on the path to really establishing serve as a party that has no encumbrances, that has level playing field for Nigerians to actualize their aspirations. We thank you so far for the support you are giving us as governors, giving the NWC, the BOT, and we will make sure that we will not take you for granted. Thank you very much.
PDP! Gentlemen of the press, this is the communique issued. Gentlemen of the press, my name is Honorable Debo Ologunagba, the National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party. Here is the communique issued at the end of the 102nd meeting of the National Executive Committee, NEC, of the People's Democratic Party, today, Monday, 25th August, 2025. The National Executive Committee of our great party, the People's Democratic Party, at its 102nd meeting today, Monday, 25th August 2025, further deliberated on the state of the party and resolved as follows. 1. NEC expressed satisfaction over the level of preparedness of the party at its various organs, chapters and structures for the 2025 elective national convention scheduled for Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, on Saturday 15th to Sunday 16th November 2025. 2. NEC acknowledged with satisfaction the efforts and commitment of PDP Governors Forum, the Board of Trustees BOT, the National Working Committee, the National Assembly Caucus, and other relevant bodies of the party towards the success of the forthcoming 2025 National Convention at Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. 3. NEC received and after extensive deliberations approved the report of the National Convention Zoning Committee, which recommended as follows. A. That all PDP national office positions currently in the northern region of the country remain in the northern region. B. That all PDP national office positions currently in the southern region of the country remain in the southern region. C. That the position of the national chairman having been retained in the northern region of the country, the presidential candidate of the party for the 2027 general election is hereby zoned to the southern region. 4. NEC also received update from the PDP Constitution Amendment Committee and directed the committee to circulate the draft constitutional amendment to various organs and chapters of the party for further input. 5. In recognition of the efforts of the National Working Committee under the leadership of Acting National Chairman, Ambassador Damagum, in stabilizing the party, NEC hereby ratifies and confirms the appointment of Ambassador Damagum as the substantive national chairman of the party with effect from today, 25th August 2025, until the National Convention on the 15th and 16th of November 2025 at Ibadan, Oyo State Capital. 6. NEC condemned the result by the All Progressive Congress APC to state capture through state-backed intimidation, manipulation, inducement, coercion, and violence against Nigerians, as witnessed in APC's muzzling of the recent by-elections in parts of the country. NEC particularly expressed dismay and condemned the militarization of the recent by-elections, especially in Kaduna and Taraba states, as well as Zamfara state, where excessive security agencies were deployed in the conduct of rerun election in only 5 polling units in Karanamoda, South State constituency. 8. NEC declares that this action by the APC is a confirmation of APC's desire to turn our country into a totalitarian state and a one-party state in which it is a clear and present danger to democracy and the corporate existence of our country. 9. NEC assures and reassures Nigerians of PDP's commitment to democracy and the defense of the interests and well-being of all Nigerians as we work hard to further reposition our party to regain power in 2027. The next NEC meeting was adjourned to Wednesday, October 15, 2025. I thank you for listening. NEC acknowledges with satisfaction the effort and commitment of PDP Governors Forum, the Board of Trustees BOT, the National Working Committee NWC, the National Assembly Caucus, and other relevant bodies of the party towards the success of the forthcoming 2025 National Convention at Ibadan, Oyo State Capital.